Yes, we are going round to ask various people and organizations who are presently working with Bold Moves Africa the experience with us, how Bold Moves has impacted them, and the experience as well with the organization. So you will be seeing me chatting with 3 volunteers from Catalilana who are doing amazing work. So tell us who you are first, ma'am.
I'm Shirley David, volunteering at Catalilana.
Awesome. How long have you volunteered for, by the way?
8 years, I think.
8 years, wow, that's a long time. So what inspired you to volunteer, to come and join Catalilana?
And I went there for the first time. I saw what's happening there and I wanted to be part of it.
That makes sense. And so far, has it been a rewarding experience for you, or what has been the experience for you?
Very much experience, and I think it comes from here. It comes from here.
I can see that.
It's not for everybody, but
no,
we don't have a heart.
You can't do it. So what do you do most? Because most of the time I see you behind the scenes, in the kitchen, in the food. So tell us some of what you do.
I love doing, most of the time I'm at the school.
Right.
Doing their foods and getting their stuff ready.
Okay.
And then I'm here at the skills room.
Yes.
Maths class also. I do that. And I help at the organizations when it's that. When it's wages to do and the stats and all that stuff. Like all around I'm everywhere.
So what skills do you think you have gained from volunteering with Catalilana?
Working with kids.
Working with kids, and that's important. So my final question is, Catalilana and Bold Moves, how do you see us working together?
I love it.
You love it. You really, really love it. And we love it as well. Thank you so much. We celebrate you. We see you. Thank you for all you're doing and impacting lives positively through volunteering for Catalilana. And we wish you all the very best for the future. God bless you. Hello, and how are you today, Jamie?
Today, ma'am, I'm fine, and yourself?
Very, very well. Tell us who you are and what you do with Catalilana.
So firstly, I would like to say thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for having me doing this interview with me. I'm Jamie Williams, and I'm currently a volunteer at Catalilana.
What inspired you to say you want to volunteer with Catalilana, and how long have you been volunteering for?
So Catalilana was a part of my plan because I didn't know anything about it yet. But volunteering was always a part of me without me knowing that there exists something like volunteering. So I would say the Lord has put it on my path to be with Catalilana. It came where I was referred to Catalilana. I then took the opportunity without me knowing what I'm about to do. And then it has brought me here thus far, and I'm currently a volunteer for 3 years at Catalilana. It's going in for its 4th year.
So what has been the most rewarding part of the experience?
So yeah, the most rewarding experience so far with Catalilana, it's where we have to serve our community, or we have to do something, give back to our community within the organization. It's just seeing someone smile, or the smile on someone's face to know that the work that we are doing is basically helping someone else.
So for you, like you said, you didn't know about Catalilana before you started, but for you, what have you gained, in terms of skills, or what are some of the lessons, you've learned? Because I've seen you grow, from shy Jamie, and then you became a mother, and a lot of, you started going into photography, and now emceeing, trainer. What are some of the skills, that you're mostly proud of that you've gained?
Yeah, so the lesson that I've learned through this organization, it was basically to be patient, set your goals for yourself, and just go for your goals no matter what the setback is. And in my skills that I've learned skills that's educationally, academically, mentally also, and I've restored myself within this organization. So the skills, it's a lot of skills, but the main skills to me, it's photography, it's facilitation, admin, bookkeeping, and MC. Soon it will be project management. Yeah, so I'm proud of myself. Also, I wouldn't say I've seen the growth physically, but as I was in the process of changing myself, when I just look back on pictures, I could tell myself that you made it this far.
No, and I will congratulate you because, like you said, you probably don't see it, but yes, people like us who work with you probably, see it. So let's go to my final question, which is about the relationship between Bold Moves and Katalelana, which you've had over the years. How have you seen that grown, or what is your view, of that?
So my view regarding the two organizations, to me, it's actually it's something phenomenal to see two organizations coming together and coming into collaboration together to perform community work, and it has been a phenomenal impact with us because we would get the marketing, we would get the I wouldn't say the attention or the highlight, but we would get exposed through Bold Moves, which is to me something. It's something great to see because not all organizations get exposed online or whatsoever, but yeah, it's doing phenomenal work together and I'm happy to see it.
Thank you very much, Jamie Lee. We salute you, we see you, we celebrate you. Thank you for impacting lives positively.
Thank you,
and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, how are you today, little Jane?
Good, and you, ma'am?
Very, very well, thank you. So tell us who you are first and what your position is with Katalelana, what you do with Katalelana.
Okay, so my name is Aldine now and I'm a volunteer by Katalelana. So I own many programs, so I'm on the daily basis at Katalelana, helping with the admin and other stuff. Then I'm also by the Maths Kids assisting, then I'm a facilitator by the computer center, and I'm a facilitator by the learner support, and I'm also on the board.
Wow, and you're on the board, wow. What inspired you to join as a volunteer with Katalelana, and how has been the experience so far?
Okay, that is a long story if I need to go into what inspired me, but I love to do volunteering work. It was not just here, it was like outside also, but to make it short, it was like one day we needed to come fetch in COVID like rice. So my stove, Sir Topher sent us to come fetch it, and there is where I saw Miss Jameson's setup, and I didn't know her at that time. So through him, he was speaking to her about me, and she called me and asked me to come assist. That time they need a teacher, dance teacher that time,
right.
And she did interview me for that, and so after that I was on.
And how has been the experience so far?
The experience so far was very good. I said I learned a lot. I can still learn and I can still improve more. So yeah, the experience was very successful so far.
So share with us some of the skills, that you've learned and some of the lessons, because obviously you, like you said, you went from just basically helping with the food, but now you've grown, being a trainer, working on different projects, serving food, teaching the young ones, and now you're even on the board. So what are some of the skills, that you've gained? Okay,
so some of the skills I was also assisting on Wednesdays when they cook for the people outside.
Okay.
I was assisting there with the food and stuff like that.
Right.
And later stage, me and Miss Jameson decided it was our vision that we need to open a skills room. So we go for the training, and yes, I gained more knowledge to work on a computer, because at that time I didn't know how to work on a laptop. So yeah, it inspired me a lot. So yeah.
And not just gaining, but transferring the skill, where you're training others. And I need to give you this feedback. You were one of the trainer for my 84 years old almost mother, and you were very patient. She gave me good feedback about it, that she learned a lot. So keep passing on that skill as you go.
Thank you, ma'am.
Final one. So the relationship with Bold Moves and Catalilana, we've worked together in collaboration for years, supporting each other. How do you see that relationship, and what feedback do you want to give?
It's a good relationship when it comes to the program that we started this year, I think, for the Maths kids. It impacts a lot of children, and we hope and we pray to see that they still go on with the Maths program, and it impacts a lot.
Right.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. And well done. We celebrate you. We see you. We wish you all the very best and can't wait to, continue to impact lives in Delft and across Cape Town, as a whole. Thank you very much, Ms. Elder.
Thank you, ma'am, for your time.
Thank you. Okay, I am privileged and honored to be sitting with an amazing woman, humble, kind, generous, dedicated, visionary, somebody who believes in the community and what she's doing. And she'll tell us who she is, and we've been here before, but we just want to get feedback from her in terms of how both organizations, Bold Moves Africa and Catalilana, has been working on the relationship we've built over the years. So my dear sister MJ, tell us who you are and what you do and anything else you want to share at the beginning.
So good afternoon once more. Afternoon to all the viewers. Thank you for this opportunity, my sister. My name is Marlene Jameson, and in short for just MJ, like you said. I'm the founder of an organization called Catalilana, which basically means care for one another. The organization is just over 8 years old, and we focus on sustainable livelihood, which is just a nice word for saying feeding, and then also training and development. We do partnerships, we do collaborations with other organizations as well. And that's in a nutshell.
And when was it started?
In 2016.
2016, okay.
7th of June.
Right.
That was the registration date.
Was there. Okay. So obviously, both Catalilana and Bold Moves Africa have been doing projects in collaboration over the years. Some Career Day and a few other events, a talent show, yes, and a few others, either, yes, Bold Moves Africa is doing and Catalilana supports, or Catalilana is doing and Bold Moves support, or where it's a three-way kind of partnership with like the Careers Day, that was done for the young people, which was about Catalilana, Bold Moves, and the Councillor Deneo, at that time. How has the relationship, for you, how has the relationship with Bold Moves, and what has been your experience as Bold Moves helped Catalilana in achieving its vision and mission? I know you said about sustainability, and so on. Can you just share with us?
I think the partnership and the collaboration with Bold Moves was very, very unique. Personally, I think they have a lot of contacts. They have a lot of people that they know, and collaborating with them has sort of just brought us out of our shell, and then just put us forward. Reaching our goals, that is part of our objectives.
Right.
And to do it with another organization or more than one organization is more effective, I would say. So
let's go back a little bit to you being able to serve your clients, and so on. And I know you said you've gone now into training, development, upskilling young people, especially who most of the time struggle, with certain skills, especially digital skill. And I know Bold Moves was involved with the projects, recently about the maths, but that came out of even not planning it. Tell us about that particular project.
That just blew me out of the water when it started off. Can I start from where it started?
Yes, please.
We do have a project or a program that runs. It's more focused on the learner support in reading. And about 2 years back, in 2023 January, you put us in touch with a donor. And Mr. Ate Taku, he and his family, they supported with a program. It was about, and I can mention the amount of money. It was 20,000 rand. And because he has a specific vision, and I think it was so beautiful to come to Delft with that vision. When we were looking at it, I wasn't sure how it was going to work out. But 2 years later, we were able to graduate children from that program. And that was just you thinking of us at the stage and putting our name forward. And the rest is, like they would say, history. That program, the maths, it was held for the whole year, basically, at the skills room. On a Friday, they had up to 2 sessions where learners would come. There would be our maths tutor, and he would just facilitate and use the space to the fullest. There was computer literacy in between. He would expose the children to online sessions. When it was bad weather, he would do online sessions at home. He would expose the children to certain applications, and then he would do it English and Afrikaans. He would do it manual and paper. So the kids were literally exposed to every aspect of maths. And so with Mr. Ate and yourself, just propelling us, which was part of something that we would have thought about in developing children. And this was just such a perfect opportunity to propel kids into that direction. And for the whole year, we were able to graduate the children out of the program for a year. So well done.
Well done to you.
Yes.
And yeah, we see you, my brother. Thank you. And that just shows how one person's effort can ripple, have a good ripple effect, in or the lives of so many others. So for you personally now, I just want to ask, in terms of over the years and the relationship, I know I'm wearing 2 hats. I'm interviewing and I'm representing, Bold Moves as an organization. What has been some of the lessons, that you've learned with the interaction, we've had, and the skills? Because I believe I've been learning as well from you, and I know we've given you a lot of, awards, in terms of the skills. So what skills do you think for you in terms of that you've benefited from, in terms of, the relationship that we've developed over the years? I don't even know if this is a proper word, but your authenticity, Bold Moves authenticity, and the genuine love for people, was a good foundation for our relationship. We could build from that, and your support was immensely huge for the organization. Financially, you have also put us in partnerships with other organizations that have similar visions and objectives. And those were things that propelled us to just moving forward within the sector. So how do you see the relationship building? What more would you want to see, either with Bold Moves or the partners, that you bring in? But we'll start with Bold Moves first. How do you see the relationship growing, where both organizations can continue to grow and be able to meet individual objectives and be able to meet, the funders' objective or whoever, they're supporting.
I think in this sector, you can never do something on your own. You can never be an island. And I cannot see us reaching our goals without being in partnership.
Yeah.
And we would really want to see us going into the new year with Bold Moves as a partner. I think you are one of our partners that has really been a good support in us reaching the vulnerable people within our community. I can't see us not having a partnership. I'm not going to ponder on financial, but that is obviously one of the things that if we want to continue, especially on the maths, that would be a key factor, because there are the running costs of running a specific program like this. Like our skills room, it is insured, we have Wi-Fi, we need to pay the maths tutor, and there's other
costs.
Other costs, yes.
Expenses, yeah.
And so in terms of that, we would really like to see how we can go forward. It's not that we do not work in the background also, but I would always say the more support, the better, and the more successful programs are that we run in the community.
Thank you so much, because I think that's the thing with most NPOs, non-profit organizations, and non-governmental organizations. NGO funding, is a key part, and it plays a big role, because yes, there's so much, cost involved, which a lot of people don't see. But I know one of the things Katalilana and Boldwood have always done is to fill in the gaps and try and cover each other up, to say, okay, we will bring this, we will bring that, we'll bring the food, we'll bring the cake, we'll bring the sound, we'll bring, and that helps. But at the end of the day, there's more, of cost, like you said. And I believe it's through individuals like Good Samaritans, philanthropists like Mr. Atitak, who will say, we're not waiting for the government, we're not waiting for corporate, we can play our own small part. So yes, a lot of people might think, okay, what role can I play? Even if it's 1,000, 2,000, in kind and other support, it all goes a long way to help, to provide and support in the community.
I agree with you 100%. Like I said, sometimes I feel, a person would feel, no, this 100 Rand may be too little.
Yes.
But if you have 10 people or 20 people,
exactly, it adds up. It adds up, and it covers a lot, in there. And that's what we're saying out to you guys watching, and supporters, our supporters and funders. Every little does help, no matter how small it is. Yes. Thank you very much, my dear sister MJ. I salute you, I celebrate you, I see you, and we honor you for all the work you're doing, and not just even putting back, but now making sure you're bridging the generational gap, between the youth and the seniors. So you passing on skills and handing over, passing the baton, where you now say, what, Jamie, you're going to be the one on the front. Zeldine, you're going to be that. So we salute you, we see you. Thank you so, so much, and we'll continue to impact lives positively as best as we can. And one child at a time, one day at a time, one community at a time, one city at a time, one country at a time. But we'll keep doing the best we can. And thank you for all you do, because it's sometimes a thankless job, but we see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much.
In closing, I want you to just say words of any message, not even encouragement this time, because this is going mostly to people who support us. So I don't know what message you want to just share with them directly now. The people who support us financially, in kind, and anyway.
So thank you even for the closing that we are going to do. We want to take this opportunity through your support to Bold Moves, Bold Move reaches out to us. And therefore it is a ripple effect, it's a chain reaction. And with that we can touch lives of one person at a time. I always say to our volunteers, 20 years, 10 years from now, someone is going to remember what was invested in their lives. And so if you're sitting there and you're wondering, what can I do? I cannot volunteer, but. And even if it's a small bit, every small bit helps. So thank you very much. And especially, can I say to Mr. Ate, if he's listening, thank you so very much to you and your family. You have done an enormous amount and a change in the lives of the maths kids. And I love it when you said you want to see how mathematicians is going to rise here in Delft. And I look forward to that. Thank you so very much.
And
thank you, my
very,
sister.
very, very impossible. Nothing is impossible. We will get lots of mathematicians and other scientists and a lot of other people, entrepreneurs, engineers, and more from Delft. So it's about how we change the narratives of some of our areas or where we live so that our young ones as well can be given up. Thank you very, very much. And on that note, see you later.